Okay, my dear listeners, now let us move on to the next topic, measures of variability. It is the extension of measures of central tendency. In the measures of central tendency, we just find the central value. But here in the measures of variability, we have to find the variability. You have to take more than one or two values in the data. What are the measures of variability here is one is range, second is quartile deviation, and the third is mean deviation, and the fourth is standard deviation. In Kannada, ವಿಚಲನ ಮಾಪನಗಳು. ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿ ಮಾಪನಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚಲನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪಿನ ವಿಚಲನೆಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ತರನಾಗಿ ವಿಚಲನೆ ಹೊಂದಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದರ ವಿಧಗಳು ಯಾವುವು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿ, ಚತುರ್ಥಕ ವಿಚಲನೆ, ಸರಾಸರಿ ವಿಚಲನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾನಕ ವಿಚಲನೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇಂದು ನಾವು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಡೇಟಾದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಟುಡೇ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ದಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಡ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್? ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ is a statistical tool, or it is root mean square deviation, or how much is deviated from the mean. See, there standard deviation is equal to under root summation of f into x minus x bar whole square divided by n. We are using this formula for finding the standard deviation. What is this? This is the root. Mean means x bar, mean is x bar, square is x minus x bar, deviation is, it is deviation from the mean, it is deviation from the mean. So this is the much purify of calculating the statistical one. That is what we call the standard deviation as root mean square deviation. Mean is x bar, we can put the root and square the deviation, and it is deviation from the mean. Now let us take the example standard deviation for group data for long method, because we call it as long method. ವರ್ಗೀಕೃತ ದತ್ತಾಂಶಗಳ ಮಾನಕ ವಿಚಲನೆ ಲಘು ಪದ್ಧತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. See, class interval is there, frequency is there. We have, in order to find the standard deviation, at least we have class interval and frequencies. See, what is standard deviation? Standard deviation, as I said, is root mean square deviation. Let us see here. Standard deviation is equal to I under root summation f into x minus x bar whole square divided by n. First we find the x bar here. What is x bar? You already know. X bar is equal to summation of fx divided by n. That is, we call mean. First we find the mean for this group data for this calculation. Then we have to deviate that mean for x. Then multiply f for x minus x bar square. Then under root you have to divide the n. Let us see here. In order to find the x bar is equal to summation fx divided by n, first we find the fx, that is mean. Fx means f column into x column, that is 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 7 is 28, 6 into 12 is 72, 5 into 17 is 85, 3 into 22 is 66. You know what is x here? X is the midpoint of the class interval. 0 to 4 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 2 is the midpoint here. Like that 0, sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That 7 is the midpoint. Like that 2, 7, 12, 17 and 22. You have to multiply f into x, that is we got the fx. The total of this fx is 255. Let us find the mean is equal to x bar is equal to summation fx divided by n, that is 255 divided by 20. 20 is n here, all the frequencies, that is the total of all the frequencies, that is 20. You put 20 here. If you divide 255 divided by 20, that is 12.75. Now this you have to find the deviation, because it is root mean square deviation. You have to find the deviation for x bar. That is what? X minus x bar. See, x column is here. X bar is 12.75. Now you find the deviation, that is x minus x bar for first, second, third, 4, 5, 6, like this. 2 minus 12.75 is 10.75. 7 minus 12.75 is 575. 12 minus 12.75 is 0.75. 17 minus 12.75 is 4.25. 22 minus 12.75 is 9.25. So this is the x minus x bar, that is we deviate from mean. Next, you find the x minus x bar whole square. Whole square is 10.75 square is 115.56. 575 square is 33.06. 0.75 square is 0.56. 4.25 square is 18.06. 9.25 square is 85. You take the example here. I do one example here. See, 10.75 into equal to is equal to 115.56. Like that you have to calculate all the squares by using the calculators. Then according to our formula, summation of x f into x minus x bar whole square, that is x minus x bar whole square, we get it. Now we want to do f into x minus x bar, second column to the third, fourth, fifth, sixth column. This is the 2 column into the sixth column. See, 2 into 115.56 is 231.13. 4 into 33.06 is 132.25. 6 into 0.56 is 3.38. 5 into 18.06 is 90.31. 3 into 85.56 is 256.69. So this is the column of f into x minus x bar, that is f into x minus x bar square. Then you find the summation here. Summation of f into x minus x bar square is by adding all these. You add all these numbers, you get 713.76. So the thing is that, once again I will tell you, f column is there, x column is there, fx you find, because you have to deviate the x bar, that is x minus x bar. Then square this x minus x bar square. After finding x minus x bar whole square, you have to multiply this with the frequency, that is f into x minus x bar square. Then you add all these, that is summation of f into x minus x bar whole square is equal to 713.76. Now you fill the values here. SD is equal to I into under root summation f x in minus x bar whole square divided by n. So I is 0 to 4 is 5, width is 5 under root 713.76 is the total that we get it already, and divided by 20 is the n here, 713.76 is the summation f into x minus x bar whole square. If you divide 713.76 by 20, that you get it 35.69. then you find the root of the 35.69, that is 5 into 5.97. the root of 35.69 is 5.97. again you multiply this 5.97 into 5, that is what you get the 29.85. so this is the standard deviation of the given problem, that is 29.85. Thank you.